Hello everybody, it's Bria here with Mommy Magic Entertainment, and I am here to do another timeless energy reading. And this one is geared towards my Taurus babies because I keep hearing the word Taurus, so I'm like, what's going on with my Taurus people? What's going on? And my phone just chimed as soon as I said it, but y'all didn't hear it because it was on vibrate. But I'm not on camera today because I'm really not feeling it, but I did want to get the reading out. I'm just not really feeling being on camera. I ain't feel like trying to get myself together and put on a happy face, but I did want to get the reading out, and I feel like that might be Taurus energy as well. Like maybe you guys are just not in the mood to be sociable, not in the mood to be in anybody's face. But we're just going to do a general energy reading. Of course, I'm going to read your love. Well, actually, I was going to start off with the tarot, but we're going to start off with Oracle. Because you guys are being guided to change something about yourselves, and you don't know where to start. So hopefully I could give you an idea on where to start. And once again, this is for my Tauruses. Hope you're living good and eating good and manifesting your best life. Spirit, thank you so much. So the first card we have is Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. So some of you have different options and you have not made your mind up on one. You have to become more precise about what it is that you want out of life so that it can come towards you. Because sometimes when we take too long to make a decision, Spirit make that decision for us. And it's always going to be the right choice. Even if it don't feel right, you're going to learn a lesson. So I think some of you guys are not making a decision on a path you want to take because you're either afraid of the outcome or you're afraid of the consequences that might come along with the decision that you decided to make. But you're divinely guided in everything that you do. Even if it feels like a mistake, it's not a mistake. Spirit, do you have any more messages? And some of you guys need to work on your root chakra and your sacral chakra, because right now I'm feeling sharp pains in my pelvic area. So that lets me know that some of you guys have some womb issues if you're a female. And if you're a male, you might need to still, get more grounded and more balanced in that area. Like do root chakra meditation, do sacral chakra meditation, and just do some chants, do some yoga, stretch out that area, like stretch that body out. Soul fragments. Balance will be restored. So at some point, something happened to cause you turmoil mentally, and now you have to do some spiritual healing, some spiritual work to get that part of you back. So my suggestion to you is to go out on a nature walk. Go heal yourself. You don't need anybody to help you heal. You have everything you need to heal. And sometimes I think maybe you're under the impression that you have to go seek help from an outside source. Everything you need to heal is already with you. You just have to activate it. And if you want to go to therapy, be my guest, go to therapy. From my experience, and once again, take this with a grain of salt. Don't take everything literally, because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she's saying don't go to therapy. But this is my experience. I just want to give you my opinion on it because it might help somebody out there. If you have tried getting therapy for your mental anguish or turmoils that you're going through and it hasn't worked out, that may be Spirit's way of letting you know, like, you don't need an outsider to help you get grounded and focused. You have yourself. Everything you need to grow on this journey is already with you. You just have to activate it. And sometimes that activation can look like you having a better diet, you exercising more, you getting more sleep at night, because a lot of our mental issues come from outside sources as it is. So if you're watching negative stuff on TV, if you're going places where you know the energy is going to be off, or if you're talking to people who just are not in alignment on your path, it's going to cause some mental anguish and you're going to end up like this. When really you need to be like this. This person in this photograph, they're free. And I feel like that's fire sign energy too. So maybe you got fire sign coming into your life. But balance will be restored as it is. Like, even if you don't do all the steps I'm telling you to take, balance is going to be restored, because that's just the karmic unit. That's the karmic laws of attraction. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm saying karmic laws of attraction, but that's the universal thing. When something is out of balance, it can't be out of balance for too long before something comes and gives you justice, or gives the situation justice, if that makes any sense. And Celestial Gatekeeper is here with timing is critical. So time is definitely of the essence, because the longer you sit here and wait and not make a decision, my Taurus babies, you're going to postpone your blessings. You're going to prolong agony. Like, if you're going through something right now and it doesn't feel good, redirect that energy. And you can redirect that energy by changing how you look at things. Like, if you see negative stuff happen around you and you cannot control it, don't say things like, oh, this always happens to me, or stop saying this always happens, because you're making it actually continuously happen. Try your best to remove the negativity by saying things like, I always receive blessings. Things always go my way. If you want to say always, say it like that. When there's something negative going on, don't give it more power and energy by saying, oh, I'm always having bad days, or my back always hurts. Like, don't say that. I know it's hard, because we've been saying stuff like that our whole lives, basically. But you have to, relearn some things, or reparent yourself is what I'm hearing. Like, our parents raised us to believe what they believe, and now in this generation, we starting to wake up and we starting to learn that our parents struggle, so we don't have to struggle. If we choose to struggle, that's just on us, but our parents already did all that struggling, so why are we here doing it? We don't have to do it. We know better. We had YouTube. We got freaking Pinterest. We got cell phones, iPhones, computers. We had all this technology at the palm of our hands, and sometimes we utilize it in a negative aspect by scrolling on social media, looking at people's downfalls and drama. We need to start using these devices to enlighten us. Look up spiritual things, spiritual, retreats that you could go on, because online, that's your connection to the outside, and you can see another side of life on the internet without having to go to that other side of life. Like, if you want to go on a spiritual retreat, you could just Google it and see how many people done went there, and see the reviews on it, and see if it's a good place to go. And if you take the leap of faith and actually go, you might get enlightened. And you didn't have to hear it through word of mouth. So don't use technology. I don't know why I feel need to push to say this, but don't use technology for negative entertainment. Use technology like how I'm using my device. I could be using this device right here to record bullcrap, to go outside and record car accidents and fights and violence. But instead, I'm using it to record a message that I'm going to share with the collective if they're willing to receive it. So, it's time for you to clear your mind and unwind, and use the tools that's around you for positivity. Like, if you have a television in your house, that's not bad. But it's bad if you watching CSI, Criminal Minds, Law and Order, in the news. It's other shows that you could watch that could help you be who you want to be and go where you want to go. Like, I love to cook, so I try to watch cooking shows. So the TV is not all bad, but you have to use these tools that's around us to help you get somewhere good. That's all I'm saying. Once again, it's just my advice and my opinion on the situation, and Spirit speaking to me, telling me to tell you this. So you have the Moon. Take note of intuitive messages, and you have the Trader here. Exchange energy to create abundance. And that's what I just got through saying. If you paid attention to what I was saying when I was saying it, it's time for you to share your gifts and use your technology. Because I'm telling you, some of y'all got so much love to give. Because you see how he got his heart covered with his hands. Some of y'all got so much love to give, but you're afraid to share it because you're afraid of people's opinions and what might happen if you share it. But I'm here to tell you that you're going to get something in return if you just share your story with the world. Even if you don't have any gifts to do tarot, like how I'm sitting here reading oracle cards, some people don't know how to do that, or they don't feel it in their heart to do that. You could just speak prophetic messages from your heart, or tell people your story and how you overcame it. Even if it's something small, you can still share it with the world. And in turn, the universe is going to give you back something so great, something so special. And with the moon here, take note of intuitive messages. Pay attention to synchronicities around you. Pay attention to the moon. When the moon is going through all these phases, look at the things that's happening in your life. When the moon goes through phases, we go through phases. I notice on new moons, I tend to feel really tired and I don't want to do anything. I don't know why, but that's just the way that it is. So pay attention to, actually I do know why it is, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But pay attention to the phases of the moon, because that's going to tell you how your day could possibly go, or the energies that you might have around you. Like when it's a full moon, people get to acting all wild and extra energized, or some people who are sensitive to that kind of stuff, they're drained because of all the energy that the moon has. So just pay attention to it, because it's going to help you out in the future. Spirit, is there any more messages for Taurus in this deck? Any more messages for Taurus? Hunter. And that's funny because this reminds me of a Taurus with the horns. Track down your fears and desires. And what did I just say earlier? You haven't made a decision on something because you're afraid of who it might affect, what it might affect, and the outcome that's going to happen if you make the wrong decision. Make the decision that you feel is right for you. And even if it does not work out in your favor, take note of the things that didn't work out and why maybe they didn't work out, and use it as a lesson. Don't beat yourself up if you did something that hurt people, because everything happens for a reason. I promise you. I done been through so many different things in my life, and I would sit down and be like, oh, I made the bad decision. I shouldn't have went here. I shouldn't have moved there. But then when I look at everything else outside of that, it's a big eye opener. Like, if I hadn't have made this decision, I wouldn't have grown. If I hadn't have moved here, I wouldn't have seen the truth of where I was at before. Like, sometimes you have to do things that hurt yourself and others so you can gain experience in that aspect of your life. Sometimes you just have to, because if life was full of joy and happiness consistently, you wouldn't learn anything and you wouldn't appreciate anything, because you've only known goodness. I mean, I wish that would be very freaking nice to just only know goodness, but sometimes we have to go. Thank you, Spirit. It's 11:44 when I said that. So that's another synchronicity. Pay attention to them angel numbers: 111, 444, 424, 808, 888. Pay attention to all of them. Even 666. 666 don't mean nothing negative to me. If you choose to believe that 666 is the Satan sign and it's demonic and it's the devil, then that's what it is for you. But for me, that's just a confirmation, or that's just an angel number letting me know that the spirits is with me, God is with me, Mother Goddess is with me, guiding me on the right direction. So, I'm going to move along here. And I feel pulled to do the fairy deck. This thick deck. But yeah, Taurus, I'm going to make this message short and sweet, because I know we don't got a lot of time. And my neighbors is being so loud, so I don't want them to get any louder. Like, I hope y'all don't hear them in the background making all that doggone noise. Because they've been up for like 12 hours, drilling, hammering. Like, I don't know what they doing this door, but that junk is getting on my nerves. We got one card that definitely wanted to come out, so I'm going to focus on that one real quick. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Yes, that's what I said. You know, it's going to keep repeating itself. So maybe this winter, you're going to get some kind of idea, and it's going to be a financial gain for you if you take the steps to make it a reality for you. If you know how to draw, write, dance, make music, go ahead and do it. Anytime you get the time to do it, do it. Because it's going to bring you gifts. Like, this card is so beautiful. And I feel like some of you might make beautiful art, beautiful music. You have something to share with the world that's very beautiful, that's going to help somebody. You just have to actually do it. Thank you, Spirit. They going hard. Everybody want to text now. But to me, that's just Spirit letting me know that we on the right path. We are on the right path of enlightenment. And then, honestly, I hear something about your supporters. You have supporters that you don't even know will actually support you because you haven't given them a chance. So you may be putting judgment on people, keeping certain things to yourself because they think that you think that they won't accept you, or you think that they won't have your back, or that they're going to judge you. You'd be surprised who your biggest supporters are. So don't judge nobody. Put yourself out there, see what happens, and you will be surprised at the people who support you and have your back. So, and I heard that clear as day. 4 of spring. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So, if you have people in your life that might be draining you, remember the good times with those people. And also, put yourself in their shoes. If you're with somebody right now and they feel like they just are draining you and they may be self-centered or even narcissistic, sit down and really think about them in a positive light. Even if it's very hard to do so. Like, I have somebody who I really don't mess with. This person has hurt me in more ways than one. And I can honestly say in my heart, I don't hate this person. I really just pray for this person because I know at some point in their life, somebody hurt them. So they just doing what they know. They doing what somebody else did to them because they haven't healed from that wound. And I know that once they do heal, they'll be a better person. But I don't judge them for that because everybody has their own demons. But once again, if this is a spouse or something, you might want to give them some space and just think about what it is that's going on with them that might make them behave this way towards you or others. Because some people really be on autopilot and they don't even know what the hell they be doing. They don't realize that they causing all this drama until it's too late or like it gets quiet. So sometimes you have to pull yourself back and detach with love. And when I say detach with love, that means like, don't judge them, don't cuss them out. If they do something that's not in alignment with you and makes you feel uncomfortable, just take a step back, go take a deep breath, but don't stoop down to where they are at. Let them stay down there by themselves. And once they start seeing like, dang, so-and-so don't even engage in no kind of conversation with me, they will start thinking about what has happened and why don't you stoop down to their level no more. And they may change, they may not change. But it's in your good graces to just be a good person and allow this person to be who they want to be. Don't try to change them by giving them advice that they didn't ask for, because sometimes we can do that. Just love them for who they are, accept them for who they are, and move forward in life. Don't hate them, don't despise them, don't cuss them out. Just leave them alone and let them go in love and light. Because you got blessings to celebrate, and sometimes you could be so focused on why people not doing what you want them to do, or why people so sad and depressed and you want them to be happy, that you will go out of your way and forget that you blessed. So count your blessings. Make sure you saying thankful. Thank you, Most High, for giving me a voice to speak. Thank you, Most High, for giving me water to drink. Thank Spirit, Most High God, whoever you choose to believe in, for all your blessings every single day. Don't let nobody distract you, because sometimes you could focus so much on people in your life who ain't doing right by you or who ain't doing right in general that you will forget to count your blessings, and then you will lose your blessings chasing after them and trying to help them. So just relax, Taurus. Remember that God got your back, and that whatever you might be going through is for a moment, not forever. And I think that's all I got for this reading. I really do. Like, I feel like you get the message, you get the point. I don't have to drag it out, but just focus on your blessings and say thank you as much as you can for everything that you got, the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy vibes, the sad vibes, the good blessings, the bad. Like, just thank God and the Most High, whoever you believe in. Just thank them every day for how far they done got you. Okay? Peace, love, and light.